The video for May the 1st, 2017 is entitled, "A Day of Major Frustration for Me." Yesterday was certainly challenging as I had to record my daily video 3 times, the final time on my old computer. Speaking of my old computer, I can no longer log in on either Facebook or YouTube using Firefox or Chrome. I can still get in using Opera. I can reset my password. However, I'm afraid if I do that, it will no longer work on my newer computer that does not have the same problem. I feel as if I am between a rock and a hard place, as the saying goes. Trying to resolve the issues is like a full-time job, and some issues remain unresolved. I had to delete Firefox, my preferred browser, from the other computer because I could not open pages without some security code password that I cannot find anywhere. I have to wonder what is going on with these computer issues. I simply do not have time to spend every day trying to fix things that used to be easy. Indeed, I went to hear my son play last night, which was a welcome relief from the frustration that I had been feeling throughout the day. And it was an amazing concert. I met some people that I connected with, that some of whom I had connected with previously, and some that I hadn't seen some that I didn't know, but they knew me because they'd watched my videos, which was quite a surprise. In any case, it ended up being a nice evening. And then today I wake up, I didn't even get 5 hours sleep, about 4.5 hours of sleep. And I wake up really early and I'm going to record my video and go back and lay down for a while. Well, I recorded my video and wouldn't you know it, there was no sound. I tried to reach Zoom, but they didn't respond right away. And I finally noticed my friend from England, Matthew, was online, and I contacted him, and he spent like 3.5 hours with me, I think, trying to fix the computer. And we thought we had it fixed. And then when I go to record again, it's intermittent. Sometimes sound works for a little while, and then it stops working on the same video. So here I go again, recording, and not getting anywhere. I am hoping that this one will go somewhere. Now I found the problem. Somehow the sound on this computer got muted, and I don't know how it got muted, but it got muted, and that's why I wasn't getting sound when I tried to record on the older computer. So anyway, folks, there's so much going on in the world. It's no wonder people are frustrated because we get all of these reports of positive changes, and yet it seems as if nothing is really changing. Although there was a report that I read earlier, way earlier, that Hillary Clinton actually died last September, and her clone is failing, and her double is very, very ill. So we've heard reports of Bill Clinton being on deathbed, but maybe Hillary is actually beating him to the deathbed punch, as they would say. And who knows what's going on. Folks, we have to get the criminals out of the picture, or we're not going to have the positive changes that are supposed to be coming into effect with the age of Aquarius. And I know some people say the age of Aquarius is 100 or 200 or 300, some even say 400 years away yet. Well, I don't believe that. I believe that it happened and this at the turn of the century, or somewhere around the turn of the century, certainly by 2012. And we need to have these changes because the earth will be destroyed if we don't get the criminals out of the driver's seat, if we don't take back common sense to humanity and allow humanity to be unprogrammed from the cabal and have truth told to us, because by knowing the truth, we can be liberated. We'll never be liberated by lies. Lies only imprison us in the construct of our own mental capacity. And until our mental capacity has the lids taken off and our spiritual capacity has our hearts opened, we're not going to be able to find a peaceful transition from the old world to the new world. And folks, that's what I live for. My whole life is built around playing a role that will enable me to help others become empowered so that we can all become empowered and enriched, and the reverse flow of energy will take place in our lives, and there will be a transformation of human culture that will literally change us from the inside out, but it's also from the outside in. See, it works both ways, folks. This is the conundrum that we've been placed under, because we've been taught that it's either or. And I keep on saying it's both and. And unlike those that say that everything here is just an illusion, whether it's an illusion or not, by illusion, if that's what they mean, that physicality is mostly empty space, okay, then it's an illusion. But it's an illusion as far as experience goes that we have to deal with. We have to resolve the issues that are presented to us in this illusionary world that is created out of nothingness, apparently. But we are not nothing. We are human beings. We have consciousness. We have a body that feels solid, even if scientifically we can prove that it's not. And we live on a planet that's solid, even if scientifically we can prove that it's not. And it's not a flat Earth, it's a round Earth. Why are people trying to take away a dimension? We need to be adding dimensions, not taking them away, not going to a two-dimensional world where everything is a comic strip and it all can be shown on a flat piece of paper. That's ridiculous. They even have technology now that can build three-dimensional homes. So why would we not be living in a three-dimensional world or more if we can build three-dimensional homes and actually inhabit three-dimensional buildings and everything in our world, the automobiles and all of the technology and everything is three-dimensional or higher. And yet there's people trying to go back to a two-dimensional world that's a flat Earth. I mean, give me a break. I mean, my goodness, what are people thinking, and how easily we're diverted from things that are important and things that matter. We need to get back to love. We need to get back to spiritual principles of truth and justice and just becoming and continually becoming and becoming and becoming, growing into what we were destined to be, and getting out of the prison and the dark place that we've been constricted by for so many years of our lives. Folks, I want to see the positive changes. I want to see the frustration end for me and end for you and end for all of humanity. I want to see us rise up and become the people we were created to be in the beginning. This is my dream. This is my vision. I live for this, and I would wish more people would live for this, and many do. And I look at the Bundy situation, that people are still, the trial is still going on, and some have been convicted and given sentences to people, but most of them haven't been yet. And all of this is a play out of the craziness and insanity of our world, where demonic elements try to take control of ordinary people and impede us and impinge upon our natural rights and make our lives, instead of joyous, make our lives frustrating and miserable. And I want to move out of the frustration. I want to get things working the way that they should work and flow easily and fluently, because that's the world that I've envisioned since I was a little boy. And as I became a teenager and a young adult and middle-aged and moving it now into the older age, I want to see fulfillment of promises. I want to see things come about that are going to make life better for you and for me and for everyone who is willing to be honest. Everyone who is willing to let love dominate and reign in our hearts and our minds and in our beings. That's what I want, folks. No more days of frustration, please. Thank you for listening, and namaste.